Hello again, listeners. Welcome back to the Kotu Classic FPL podcast. I'm your host, Bruce. And as usual, I have my co-host here with me, Mr. Chama.
Boy,
Nakam nag, yang nopalo ko de boy. Yang fresh.
yeah, I'm relaxing, but this week again, boy, I just have to shake my head and then just hope for the
Nothing.
World Cup. Just hope that I will sleep and wake up and then they say this is the World Cup time. The Premier League has taken a halt. So yeah, I cannot wait. Not in football
Boys,
wise,
I'm
not in
smiling this
fantasy
week.
wise. Yeah,
Yeah.
nothing is working.
Yeah. You're right. Liverpool is also not doing well. It seems like last week when we spoke that Salah should really repay us, his loyalist fans. Honestly, yeah, it didn't work at all. So
Yeah, he did give
uh
us our captain returns at least I would say. So we
you're,
have to
you're
give him
actually
that. He
you're
gave us the
actually
goal.
right. You're actually right. So at least we got that. Because
Yeah.
in a game where Haaland blanked, or not even blanked, but in a game where he didn't play,
I'm so disappointed
I
that he
think
didn't get minutes.
those that captain Salah, did well. The problem is most people that captain Haaland and he didn't play, vice captain KDB, like I was telling you before they started the pod,
Yeah,
and they were
KDB.
lucky that the points switched
There were
over to him.
KDBs, there
Yeah,
were
and they had
Jesus, there were Salas. So
Jesus.
almost
Yes,
every vice
so
captain
yeah,
worked.
that's true.
Almost every vice captain worked. And that's why I'm very
Exactly,
disappointed.
exactly, which is
Because
not
I
good.
bench Haaland. So I legitimately bench Haaland. And then Captain Salah, and
But
still
still,
I got punished.
so
So
it
it's
still
so
didn't
hard,
matter.
man.
Yeah, it's difficult, man. It's been difficult. But okay, we're recording game week 15 preview. First things first, we'll talk about review. We'll just continue and see how we did. A brief. First of all, we just do the brief recap of the results. Some of the results that we watched. Which game did you manage to see in game week 14?
The Liverpool game was not ideal for me. So fortunately I could not watch it properly. I watched some part of it. Because it was like 4 a.m. in Japan, because the time was very
Mm-hmm.
awkward. It was 7:45 on a Saturday night when
It was very late over here. It
it
was
was
very,
yeah,
yeah.
it was really
Mm-hmm.
late. So I could not catch it, and that was the day that they decided to lose at Anfield with fans around since 2017. So okay, I could not watch it
Uh,
properly, I would say,
to,
but yeah, it was terrible. Anyways,
to be honest, I think I watched parts of the game until the last minute. I was like, oh, this is a draw, a 1-1. Oh, but anyways, one point is not it's not bad. And then I think I stepped away for a bit to just go and use just go and pee or something, and then came back and they were talking about the ending of the game. Oh, I was like, seems different. The pundits were talking about, or the last gasp point, something, something. I was like, I looked and I saw 2-1. I was like, wow, in the last 9 minutes, man. I kind of feel like it's a bit um, unfair, but you can't say the same because it was an open game. Leeds really
Yeah, it was
also
it, it was
came
open. I,
out
I I think Leeds
and played. Yeah,
did work hard, and then like I cannot say
yeah,
they
they
did not
deserve
deserve the win.
something from the game.
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course, Liverpool created chances, but they were not like
Mm-hmm.
Meslier was on top form, to be honest. But yeah, I still
Your
think
keeper
Liverpool
was on
were not
form. Yeah, he
controlling the
decided
game.
to.
It
Yeah,
was a basketball game again, like where whoever
exactly.
gets
It
the
was
goals win,
back and
right? It
forth, back
can
and
go
forth.
either
Yeah,
way.
yeah,
You are giving
yeah.
chances, and
Mm-hmm.
then you are creating chances. So at the end of the day, it's always about that with Liverpool this season
But
in the league.
but
We are not tight enough,
but that's the
so
funny thing. You guys. That's the way you told me that you guys always play that way. You always ensure, or you always like back the attack that they're going to outscore you
yeah.
regardless of what happens. But it seems like that the first part of your game is not working. It means that you guys are not scoring enough goals, and then you also concede. So it doesn't work.
Yeah,
But yeah,
it's not working, to be honest. Like we are creating, the chances we are lacking control in our game, which is very sad. And but thank God,
it is.
hopefully the World Cup will come. Just like last week, I don't know really what is the problem now, but I think I highlighted
You need new
maybe Salah.
players. You need
Like
midfielders.
club is not on
That's all.
form, so I think it's quite good. But hopefully it will turn. I
Yeah,
think once we have that time in the World Cup, that period to prepare and then think again, I think we will come back as a better team. I am very, very optimistic about this. But yeah, let's talk about the results. We
okay.
are not talking about Liverpool yet.
Yeah, some of the other games. Yeah, some of the other games. Um,
City.
Which one did you watch?
I watched the City game
City.
against Leicester. It was a bit
Oh,
boring,
oh, okay.
but yeah, City
Oh, really?
KDB with the free kick. Leicester did well. So I know you were worried having a Leicester defender in that game or goalkeeper, but at least he got some save points and
Keep Ward, yeah, Ward.
only
Hmm.
considered one, so it was not bad at all. The Tottenham game too was very
I was
exciting.
surprised, yeah, when I switched on, not switched on, but I saw that it was results and it was like still 0. I was like, wow, Leicester really doing well,
Yeah,
to contain City until, but yeah,
yeah, but it
I saw
was
that opponent
without
Spurs
Haaland,
game at
so
some point, yeah.
yeah, without
Oh,
Haaland.
without Haaland, yeah, but yeah. Hmm.
So Haaland is
It was a different game, huh?
without, yeah, it's a
Yeah, I
different
saw
game
the Bournemouth
nowadays
Spurs.
because
Yeah.
yeah.
Go on, go on.
Yeah, Bournemouth Sports. Yeah, I saw that one too. Sports. I was watching actually Bournemouth Sports, Chelsea, Brighton, Chelsea, and
Oh man, that was,
Newcastle,
yeah, that
Newcastle.
was
Was it Newcastle, Aston Villa, all at the same time? They were all the same time, so I watched those three games together.
all same, yeah, same time, yeah.
Yeah, Brighton were so impressive to be honest. And Spurs too, again, they grind out another result. They were not perfect in that game. They were not doing well, but at the end they
Hmm.
got the results, which has been the story of their season. Similarly, it repeat in the Champions League. They did not play well in that one too. They ended up getting the results against Marseille, which mean they ended their Champions League group at the top. So next week is gonna be against
Okay.
Liverpool, which is gonna be very interesting, very difficult to call. But yeah, Spurs are
It
getting the
is. It's
job
going to be
done,
very
but they
interesting.
are
Yeah.
not doing well. And now they have Son out injured, I believe. He had an injury in the Champions League, which is very sad to
Yeah,
see,
the
especially
fracture in
close to
his
the
face.
World
Yeah,
Cup.
I think. Yeah,
Now I heard he has to
yeah,
do some
yeah.
operation on the face, eye socket, or something like around the
Mhm.
eye. It's so sad to see. But Brighton, man. Let's talk
Uh,
about Brighton,
I think,
Chelsea.
man. This is. I didn't watch this game, but I was shocked to see the result. To be honest, like I wasn't expecting. I was expecting a tight game. Maybe Chelsea edged it by a goal or 2-1 or 2-1. Something. I wasn't expecting a 4-1 result. To be honest. So I'm sure Brighton. How do I even put this? The coach, the ex-coach of Brighton, taught them too well. That's why they came and beat his team. Yeah, man. I mean, it's good to see results like this. Obviously, if you're not a fan, because like underdog,
Yeah.
the first time the former coach went to his former club and they give him a warm welcome. So yeah, it was a good result.
Yeah, it wasn't a
Yeah.
great welcome for him at back at the Amex Stadium. Brighton were very impressive to be honest. De Zerbi was so brave. I
Mm.
think everything that was said about him at the start of the season, before he
He
actually
showed it.
managed his
Yeah.
first game, was seen in this game. Like
Hmm.
the way they played, the way they
Oh,
were
okay.
brave. Like they interchanged Chelsea to come to their back. Like they build from the goalkeeper. No matter how many how many players Chelsea bomb for, they will always start their build-up play from the goalkeeper, and then they will build up all the way
Mm.
to the Chelsea other side. They did the similar thing against Manchester City last week.
Wow.
They did not win, of course. They lost that game 3-1,
Mm.
but the
But you
performance was
can
very
see
good.
you
But
can
you
see
can see the
you can
signs,
see the
yeah, and
performance.
this,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's true.
and then they
Hmm.
press you high up the pitch. Thiago Silva was a mess in that game, to be honest. He gifted away a lot of chances to Brighton, and of course he saved a lot too on the touchline. I think a couple of touchline clearance from Thiago Silva, but also he gives the ball away,
Oh,
and then he
wow.
had
Okay.
and then Brighton took the lead like
I saw
3-0
some
lead
own
in
goals
the
there,
first
so
half.
it's,
Very 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 quick 3-0 lead. They were very impressive. Like
mhm.
control the game defensively, very solid. Yeah, everything in their game was perfect. I think they will go a long way with their new manager, De Zerbi.
If they continue this type of performance, because they can give some bit of stinker too. So
Yeah,
yeah, hopefully, yeah, they don't just play this against the top teams. They keep it consistent.
yeah.
Newcastle, man, I saw the highlights. Newcastle Aston Villa. It's like it was a tough game in the beginning, but I don't know what happened. I think, oh yes, is it the keeper? He got injured, and then the second the second keeper came in, and
Martinez.
everything just changed from there, man. Martinez
Wow.
got injured, and it was all downhill from there. Yeah,
Mm.
they were up for it, man. Newcastle looked like a new team, like
Proper
newly
team, right?
promoted team. Yeah, like they have all the energy, all the motivation,
They're a huge threat
and
for
they're
top four,
dangerous,
right?
man. Like, to be
They thought
honest,
that
yeah,
top four. I think they are gonna
a
be
huge
they're
threat.
up there. They're competing for that.
If they continue, because this energy that they have started, or this motivation they have started from last season, since when they had the new ownership.
Yeah.
They were all motivated, and all of a sudden, a new coach came in, everything changed. Now they're continuing the same trend. They remind me of a bit like when Leicester won the league. Remember?
Yeah.
Like they almost relegated that's the season before, and then they came and won it in the next season. So something like that. If they continue this trend, if they yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And
Um,
Callum Wilson, Almiron, and Co, they are refusing to stop.
Callum Wilson, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Yep, I mean, let's give them this season. I'm sure that it's the English league. They don't just let you have your way like that. Then this season, let them get their feet wet and everything. Start believing in themselves. Next season, they go back to where they're supposed to be.
No, but don't
Hope
forget
we
they
don't
have
have
a lot of money to
any
spend. They have a lot
Newcastle
of money to
fans.
splash. If they have like this is scary, I mean, to be honest, as a rival fan, I think this is very scary because like you would expect them to
You
take time
admire them, yeah,
to
yeah,
get to
yeah.
this level, right? The level they are hitting right now. They are hitting this level without investing hugely, right? The investment that they put in the squad,
But
let's say, what's his name? Isaac is the most expensive player. He's not even playing right now. Them saying Maximin, they are not even playing. Bruno
mhm,
Guimaraes is also expensive, but he's a top player. He's playing, but like
mhm.
what they invested is not what is giving them the results right now. It's more about the attitude around the players who are in the squad change, right? So
Yes,
eventually
that is the thing.
they will
Yeah.
spend on top of these players and add some quality to it, which will be scary. Because if they once they hit that Champions League spot, they can spend even more because they can attract more bigger names,
Hmm.
and then that is when it becomes scary. To be honest, that's why I can. This is what I'm anticipating from them. So that's why I'm quite scared about this Newcastle team and the money they have.
But for me, I think it's good that they're at this level now where they have the players that they have and just added a few more quality players. I have
Yeah,
seen them risen to this level. But my thing is like because you can if you watch them, they are motivated to play.
yeah,
You understand? It's not like, for example, you have Man City, who we all know is a really good team.
yeah,
Even on their day when they are really, really poor, the quality is there and they can just win.
yeah.
But for Newcastle, I feel like the quality is there, but not compared to other top four teams,
No,
obviously.
100%. Yeah,
But then, yeah, they are playing on the motivation. So what happens when all of a sudden 1 or 2 games and they decide that they just go back to that mentality? Because it's Newcastle, they've done it before. They've
yeah,
been doing it all the past few seasons.
yeah,
Then what then? Because before they start getting all those top players, they need to be at this level for a while. Because according to I don't know whether it's financial fair play.
yeah,
If I'm right, I hope I'm not
yeah.
butchering this.
Hmm.
But it seems like you have to get more profit than you spend your profit. You're gonna spend more than what you actually earn in a financial year or fiscal year or whatever.
Yeah.
If that's how it goes, right?
Yeah, it goes something
So
like that. I'm not an expert in the financial area, but what I do know is
I'm just thinking, yeah, something
yeah,
like
yeah.
that. Yeah.
But
You go ahead.
what I do know is once they hit the Champions League, they can spend more, right? And
Because
financial
they'll
fair
get
play, as we see,
all the
as we can see with Manchester City, sometimes the richer clubs can find financial play.
of
Yeah.
course,
So at the end of the day,
100%.
if Newcastle is richer than Manchester
Yeah.
City, they can do some sneaky things like Manchester City did. What they are accused that they did, I don't know if it is true or not, but that is what they are
Mm.
accused. Their ownership pumping money through
Yeah.
sponsorship, and then the
Mhm.
sponsorship will come and sponsor
Mhm.
Manchester City, and then this will say, okay, this is the
Mhm.
money we make through sponsorship, which is actually coming from an ownership, and then
Yeah.
round to
Yeah.
the team. Then the club can spend that kind of money. Which this is what they are accused of, and this was what they are charged of by the Champions League when But it was not proven, so you cannot say so much about it. Newcastle can do similar things. They are richer than Manchester City. That is the scary part of it. So once
Of
they
course.
hit,
Yeah.
for me, once
Yeah.
they like you say, it's true. If they don't hit the Champions League, it might be hard for them to get the player. But because this
Mhm.
season they are edging towards that, and if they
I
hit
think
that
that's what
Champions League spot,
motivates them. Yeah.
yeah, if they hit that
I
one,
think that's what motivates them. Yeah.
then it's a problem,
Because
boy.
the
Because you
way
have
the
Man
way they
City,
are
you have
playing, I kind of feel like,
uh,
yeah, I said the way they are playing, it kind of feels like they give them some kind of incentive. Okay, if you
yeah,
reach
yeah.
this, all of you guys are gonna get like
You're gonna
20
get this
million or something. Because it's not normal,
exact.
man. The
Yeah,
way they are
yeah, yeah,
playing,
yeah. I
like
think there is something like
the
that there.
belief
I
and the
think so.
motivation is, yeah, something is
I think
there
so
that's
too.
motivating these players.
Imagine having
Yeah.
Manchester
Anyways,
City and Newcastle at that level, doing whatever they want. And then
it's gonna be a
it
problem.
becomes crazy, right? In the Premier League. I don't know. But let's see how it goes.
It's gonna be. Well, we see PSG done it a few times, but it doesn't mean you win the Champions League.
Yeah, of course, not the
You
Champions
can
League,
win the
but
league, but
it's like the league, like Champions League is quite
the
different story
league,
because you
yeah,
will meet the historians. They will never let you have it. But
the heritage, like
yeah,
Mourinho
heritage.
said. Football heritage.
Yeah, but next boy, we
Yeah.
are spending too much time on Newcastle. Let's talk about the other fixtures.
Let's move.
Yeah, Arsenal or Liverpool.
Arsenal,
We
Tottenham.
already talked about Liverpool, so I'm not even gonna go there again.
We're going to talk about Liverpool. I think it's
Yeah,
fine. Yeah, I
let's
don't
go
want to
to
open all
Arsenal.
wounds. Yeah,
What do you make of them? The elephant, the big elephant they call them. The big elephant sitting on the tree.
yeah. Ben was saying that the elephant seems like it's enjoying that seat very well, and something like something along those lines. I was like, well, to be honest, to give them credit, they're doing well, even though we saw that they were a bit tired in the last game against Leeds or something like that,
Yeah,
or a few game weeks ago. But 5-0, and funnily enough, the player that subbed in for Saka
Saka.
is the one that came in and just destroyed.
Yeah,
So I mean, that means that the responsibility has fallen on different players. Anybody can come in and give
yeah,
100% and then win them the game, man. Come on,
yeah. Definitely.
they are a solid team now.
Ateta is doing a very,
Let's
very impressive
recognize
job,
them.
right?
Yeah,
Ateta is
I
doing
heard
something
that Barcelona
impressive.
is keeping an eye on him. So let's see how that goes.
Who, Ateta?
Do you think he will leave?
Barcelona.
The rumors going around. Yeah, they are keeping tabs on him.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is a testament to how well he's doing this season. So yeah, let's give them that.
Yeah, it has been impressive. 5-0, big win. Nielsen, like you say, 2 goals and an
Even though it's
assist.
Tottenham Forest, but still, yeah.
Yeah, of course. You have to win what is in front of you. That is at the end of the day. That is it. Play what is in front of you, win them, and then you go to the next one. That is, and this is the kind of mentality that, like, I think that brought us Liverpool to our good successes in the past. And when I watch the Arsenal, what is his name? All or Nothing. This is the kind of mentality that I see that Arteta kind of have and inbuilt in the team. He's always thinking about the next one. He's always thinking about the next one, not too much far ahead.
One
just
at a
the
time.
next one. Let's win this one. Let's go for it. We are the better team than this team. Let's beat them. Let's go to this team. That is how they approach things, and it is working for them quite nicely. No pressure. Even last game, at the end of the game, Saliba was interviewed. I think he said, is this a good statement for Manchester City? Is this a statement to Manchester? He said, no, it's not for Manchester City. It's for us. It's for us. We want to win this game. We want to challenge and then win this game. And it's all about that. You don't have to think about what Manchester City are doing. Just think about what you are doing.
Somebody else.
Absolutely. They have the right mentality in the squad, around the squad, which is very good. Saka has come of age. He has become one of the biggest leader in the squad. He's like taking all these young players under his wings, trying to, keep their heads in the games and things like that. It is working for them. I am very impressed with the work they are doing, to be honest. I cannot say much about this Arsenal team. I was thinking they were tired, but
most of the team is young. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing too.
Yeah,
it's a young team.
And that is the scary part. Another scary part for them is the young, like how young this squad is.
Yeah, the youngest. I think one of the youngest team in the league. Okay, finally, Man U West Ham.
Your boys.
Did you watch the game?
I did not watch the game, but I saw the highlights. Yeah, so I saw that De Gea was like on cloud nine that game with his saves, top form. He saved like everything that came his way, right?
Man on a mission, yeah, because he's been getting a lot of let's see,
a lot of sticks.
I don't know what you call it. Not of stick from not the manager per se, but most fans, because the way the manager plays, it requires a type of keeper, a sweeper keeper, somebody who's out, always contributing or starting the attack.
Yeah,
we haven't really seen that side of the hair, but he might have it, but he wasn't expected to use it in the past few managers we've had, to be honest. But there was one World Cup that I saw, not World Cup per se, is an Olympics when he was playing for the under-23s and went to the Olympics. I think it was the game that Spain needed to win. They didn't win the game, obviously. They needed a result, but he was the only one there. Everybody pushed up to go and score the goal, and he was there, dribbling strikers and stuff like that. So he can do it. I have confidence that he can do it. But the problem is now the thing has gone to another level where you have some type of keepers that really do a very good job.
Yeah.
Of distribution, and they can do it all. Like Alisson and them, they're the top of the food chain when it comes to the type of new age keepers that they have now. But for shot stopping, I think it's one of the best in the world.
He's the best.
I don't think there's anybody better.
Yeah, I think last season, even last season, when I shared an analysis on goalkeeping in terms of their
Hmm.
attributes or
He
in
was
terms of
number
their
one. Yeah.
performances, he was number one when it comes to short stopping. That has never been a problem with him. His problem is
Hmm.
usually prevention, like goal prevention, in terms of going off
Yeah,
his
coming
line,
out
being
to
in the
claim the
position,
ball,
and then
header, yeah,
claiming the
something
true
like
like
that.
corner
Yeah.
kicks and things like that, being physical,
Hmm.
and then his
Hmm.
distribution and stuff like that. But distribution was not. It was never a very bad thing. But I think because some people
Very
talk about
bad.
it
Yeah,
and they don't understand,
he could
like,
improve on it.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it could
Hmm.
improve exactly, but it was never that very low. I think the
Hmm.
other aspect was
But
all about
yeah,
preventing the goals, being in positions to
hmm
prevent the goals, go out of your line and
being
things like that.
commanding, like a commanding keeper.
Commanding
Yeah,
keeper,
to command.
exactly.
Yeah,
That commandingness,
yeah.
he don't have it. Commandness, or I don't know if that's even an English word. He don't have
The
that
command.
aspect
Yeah,
of it.
yeah, that's the thing. I think you can see the past few games. He's beginning to believe, or improve. You can see the improvement. He's coming out faster, out of the line faster. His
Yeah,
distribution is improving. His communication also. Like, yeah, I think he will do a job for us. But ultimately, I kind of see the coach getting somebody else who's like perfect for what he has in mind. But yeah, the hair needs to be given a chance. I think
yeah.
he
But
deserves
his
that, to
his
be honest.
contract ends this season. I think I had this discussion too with someone. Like, he has a one, like, this is the final year of his contract, but he has 1 year
1 year
extension
extension.
plus 1 year
Mhm.
extension if they want to exercise that clause. But he's on 350K, right? That is currently
He's on big wages. Yeah, very
that is
big.
what currently
Very
that is what Salah's new contract is at Liverpool. Imagine.
yeah.
So that, and now Manchester United wanted a typical a particular type of goalkeeper. What do you make of
Mhm.
this? I think we are already going into Liverpool Man United chat already, but yeah, what do you make? What do you make of that? What will
Uh,
you do? What will you do in this situation? I like what will you do? And then I give my opinion.
to be honest, I think it's a headache for the coach to have. If he feels like the hair right now is doing what he's supposed to do, he's making the improvements to his game, and like at this time, if he's gonna get better, then give him a chance. It's fine. But the problem is now his wages.
Yeah,
If you bring in a new keeper, the hair cannot stay. You cannot have a keeper who's earning less, who's younger, who's like the best that fits your strategy of play or your philosophy. And
yeah,
then you bench somebody who's on 50,000 a week. It
yeah,
doesn't make any sense.
yeah,
So I think if he goes with the hair, it's fine. You can go with him and get a younger keeper who's coming in, to be an understudy, maybe a 19 or 20-year-old, fine. He will take the odd games here and there, you know. But if you want to go with the hair, just make sure he's not the second keeper. Simple. The
yeah.
only another problem also.
Actually, I
Mhm.
think that is
Go
his
on.
concern now. He said he is ready to, even though the clause says 350 is his wage, he's ready to take less,
Mhm.
but they have to give him the
Oh,
guarantee
okay.
that he's gonna be the first choice. So
Number one. It's gonna be number
yeah,
one.
yeah,
Yeah,
for
that's
the
the
for the
thing.
next season. So it's very tricky, right?
Uh, it is. It is. It is. But I feel like he wants to be in the team. Like he settled down in Manchester. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's settled. He's like, for me, I believe like he's one of the club like legends right now because
absolutely.
he's
He's a
breaking
legend
records.
at the United. Yeah,
So
definitely.
he wants to stay. And for a goalkeeping age, I don't think he's old.
No,
I
no,
think
he's not.
he's actually pretty young. He has probably maybe around possibly 10 years or so, maybe 8 to go.
Uh-huh.
So I feel like if he works with Ten Hag and keeps on improving and he slash his wages, definitely he can do a job for us in the next few years.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's a key personality to have, I think.
yeah,
Okay,
definitely. But the
so
wages
I
are
think that
very
that just
a
takes
lot.
takes over. Yeah, the wages are a lot, to be honest,
Yeah,
because that is a point. Because the players that left this summer, the Pogba, Matic,
yeah.
even Mata, most of them were on big wages. So that alone has reduced our wage bill to something that is manageable because it was just too ridiculous before. And so he's the only, I think, I'm not sure whether he's the only one, but he's one of the main ones left who's on a really big wage, him and
Yeah,
Ronaldo.
him and
So
the
if he
goat.
leaves and the goat, so we have if both of them leave, we have enough more funds to walk around with,
Yeah,
this
yeah.
go
Like
around, get
Arsenal
new
did, right?
players and
Arsenal
stuff
now
stuff like that.
cheap wage around
Yeah,
there. It's nice.
that's good. It's good. It keeps the players motivated. That's what Ten Hag wants. He wants it's such a way that if you're going to play, you just don't get rewarded with a contract. You're rewarding a contract is not supposed to be management's job. It's supposed to be the coach's job. If you feel like you deserve it, then tell the management, hey, give this guy a new contract. You play for your contract. But that's what was happening before. They just relax, and the next thing, somebody who's injured for 2 or 3, 4, 5 months just be given a new contract, and you're wondering what is going on.
Yeah.
So yeah. Yeah, they're keeping too long on this now. Let's go to to review our teams and how poorly we have done. I hope we don't spend too much time on this because that's how bad for me. Yeah. So, how did you do this week?
It was an average week. What was the average? I don't know, but I got 55 points. Pope in goal. Robertson.
You got more than the average. You got more than the average. The average was 59. Sorry, we didn't get more than the average.
Yeah, I'm struggling to get close to average. Like Robertson was like Robertson, Cucurella, and Trent. Robertson did give me the assist and the 3 points, 3 bonus points, which was nice. Trent 2 points again. In midfield I had Salah with his 7 points, no bonus. Eze 3 points, Martinelli 8 points. Like I was disappointed in the end because he scored the first goal in the 5-0 thumping, but then he ended up getting no other like return. That was not cool. Andreas 3 points,
No
Foden 1 point.
Yeah.
He coming off the bench. Foden 2 games back to back bench. Mitrovic 1 point, and Jesus with a couple of assists who gave me 9 points. So that was 55 for me. No Newcastle. Like I have Pope, but yeah, that was it. I don't have the Wilsons, the Almirons, or the Trippiers who were flying with points. So yeah, you are right. I think I should get especially Trippier. But because I had Pope, I was not thinking of doubling up on. I don't see Newcastle as a team that are comfortable doubling up. But now the way they are playing, I think you have to trust them that you can double up on their defense or something.
Yeah.
So yeah,
100%. Yeah. I think when I looked at all, I was surprised because the way the game was going, it seemed like it was going to be a low scoring game week. And next thing you know, the average point is 59. So where did this come from?
Yeah.
So I got 48 points. It's very low, probably one of my lowest because it's about almost 11 points less than the average. You know me, I'm always about the average. So Ward in goal, Trippier with 11 points, Cancelo with 6, Dunk with 2, Foden with 1, Zaha with 2. I'm very disappointed in Zaha. Saka, who got injured and left, I think before that outing even began. So also very disappointed in that. Captain Salah, to be honest, this one I'm very proud of. It's a decision that I decided to go with. I think you inspired me for this decision, and then bench Haaland. But yeah, I didn't bench him, but he was replaced with somebody else. I forgot who came in for him. Andreas with 3, Mitrovic with 1, Tony with 1. Tony, I'm also another disappointment because I brought him in 2 game weeks ago because of the fixtures and the better option up top, but he didn't deliver. So 48, very, very, very low. A game week rank of 8.3 million. Can you imagine that? That's how bad it was. Terrible.
That's a low game. Yeah, I don't know I don't keep track of these things now. This one.
Yeah, but it has to be there because I just saw it there. Game week average. Game week rank. It's terrible, man. It's like the worst so far this season.
I know.
Yeah, I have to make some drastic changes. So
you made some drastic changes, huh? I'm interested to see those changes.
I did. You will see. I hope it works out. It's just 2 games left, 2 game weeks left before the World Cup anyway. So I'm dead ending. You can call it that. If you want to call it that. Yeah. Our manager of the week is
Mr. Bond. Mr. Bond 007.
Mr. Bond 007.
Papi Chulo.
With 99 points.
Yeah, 99. Just one shot of the 100 mark, right?
99 points. Yeah, 99, man. This is in a game week where he didn't play any chips. I think this is really good.
Yeah, it's solid. He captained Haaland. That is kind of, I feel disappointed. Anybody I see captaining Haaland and then getting up more points than me, it makes me feel very bad.
Most of these, that's why the average is up.
It hurts, right?
Yeah, when Autosub kicked in, that's when you're the vice, and it just happened that your vice captain did well.
Yeah.
That's why I was saying, like, just all of a sudden, things changed and like the average was high. I was
Yeah,
like,
that
wow,
is the
this
jammy
thing.
points. But yeah, you have to give them the credit. We have benefited from those things
Jammy
before in the
points.
past, so it is part of the
I
game.
know,
Picking
yeah,
the better vice captain, so it is kind of important, you
yeah,
know.
yeah, yeah.
But yeah, he had a very solid game week, to be
Well,
honest. In defense, he all his players except one returned, so that tells you everything. Like in goalkeeper, he
mhm,
had Pope with 6 points. Defense, Cancelo 6, Saliba 7, Trippier 11, Ben Me 11. In midfield, Martinelli 8, Almiron 12, Kevin De Bruyne 12, 11, Trossard 7, and then up top he have Jesus, who turned out to be his captain with 18, and
vice
Firmino, who the
captain,
only player
yeah.
who did not return for him with 2 points. So that was a very solid game week for him. And if I don't know,
Yeah.
maybe he even bench Firmino and then he came off the bench. I don't know, but I'm not sure about that.
Mm.
But that was solid, right? 99.
So congrats, Papi Chulo. Yeah, that was. I wish I had this score in this week. I would have just skyrocketed my my
Papi
rank, man. But yeah,
Chulo, Mr.
a
Ball
good
07.
play. Yeah, good play.
Congrats, man.
Congrats again. Looking at the top five of the Kotu Classic, moving to fifth is him, Mr. Papi Chulo himself,
Yeah.
bulldozing his way into top five. In fifth, and next four are still unchanged. Still in fourth, Pratik Aurora. In third, AY Roger or Roger. And second, Genius Han Koff. And still holding it down, a main man, Mohamed Damfa with 72 points. Not
Yeah,
bad at all. You know,
absolutely. He's
doing very well.
holding up the Gambian flag. Yeah, keep it
Yeah.
going, man.
Maybe I should start copying his team to see what things he's making. Seems
Yeah,
like
it
everything
might be a good idea,
any transfer he makes, every transfer he makes turns to goal. So you watch closely.
Might be a good idea. You never know. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Okay, so that ends the first section of our pod. Going on to FanCon, I think we've most likely touched on Liverpool and probably a bit of
Yeah,
Manchester United. So I don't think we need to get into that right now. So we'll just go
definitely.
straight to game week 15 preview. Yeah.
The fixtures,
Let's look at the fixtures. Yeah. Okay. So we have Mr. Haaland, who has been disappointing, but I guess everything that goes too fast must slow down at some point. This is a slow down point.
Yeah, he's
And we
fine.
have
He's just
Almiron with
injured, man.
the
Yeah.
latest.
I think
Well,
if he plays,
it's
we will expect the points to come, right?
yeah, it's possible, but I don't think Pep is pressed to really play him.
So do you think he's
He's
not
not
gonna play?
really Alvarez, and they're doing well. They won today in the Champions League game, so I don't
He
think they
scored and
need to
assisted
play
couple,
him. If
right?
he needs more rest,
Alvarez.
yeah, yeah, yeah. If he still needs like time to recover, then I think they're gonna give it to him most likely.
Yeah,
Yeah. So
definitely.
which fixtures are you looking forward to
Yeah, that was
in
the.
this
I
game
think
week?
that was the one because I think this is the time I think it was right to triple on Man City. And of course, Mr. Haaland, like you say, he is now injured. Then how do we deal with that in our teams? Even though we want to have three Man City players because they have the best two fixtures
Mhm.
to end to end the like before the World Cup, like this first part of
Mhm.
the season to end it. And Newcastle too, yeah, they are looking very good. But I don't like necessarily like their fixtures because I think they play.
They
Uh,
play Man City. Is it Man City?
no, they play
Okay.
Southampton this week away, and then they play Chelsea, which is not
Chelsea. Oh
ideal.
yeah, sorry, it's Chelsea.
Yeah,
It's
so
not the
that is
best
the thing with
fixture to
Newcastle.
have.
But
Yeah,
still, the form they are showing, and the Chelsea game
they
is
can
at
beat
home.
anybody.
Yeah, the Chelsea game is at home too. So especially with me, how I value home fixtures, I will not. I don't put it over them to beat Chelsea. Just Brighton just did it with a 4-1 thumping. So I will not. I will expect Newcastle to also follow up with that one. I would back Newcastle if I was betting on that one. I would bet on Newcastle, not Chelsea.
Of
But
course.
still, the fixtures are not ideal, right? Considering the names, and Southampton is not an easy place to go to. Like Arsenal landed like
Hmm.
a week ago or something. They are always very difficult. They are a very unpredictable team in a way. So you will think they are an easy
They
team,
can
but they are
decide
very
to show up. Yeah, they can
yeah.
decide
You
to
you don't
show
know
up.
what you're gonna get
Yeah,
when you go, especially when you go to their ground.
I can. I kind of feel like they're the type of team that when they see a big name, they
Yeah.
want to show what they are capable of doing. They need to be motivated most times. But the next time you see them beat like a big team, for example, they beat Man United. and next game they play like an Aston Villa
And then
or
they
Leicester,
lost it,
and they
right?
get beaten. You wonder like, what's going on.
So they
So
are
they're
very
so
unpredictable.
inconsistent. But yeah. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think those two teams, Man City and Newcastle, are the teams that I would like to think about going
Target.
forward. Like, because the other fixtures are not great. My Arsenal, Liverpool is Tottenham.
Yeah.
Even with the form, both teams are showing. Even Kane and now form has kind of dropped. And then you look at Chelsea, Arsenal. Chelsea is at home this game. Arsenal is the form team, so it's gonna be interesting. I cannot see Arsenal just coming and rolling over Chelsea. It's not gonna be like
No,
that.
I
So
don't think so. I don't think so. It's
exactly.
gonna be
United, they
a
have a
close
decent
one.
fixture
Yeah.
too, like in Aston Villa. But yeah, I don't see fixtures other than Man City and maybe Newcastle because of the form that stand out for me. How about you?
To answer your first question, I think when it comes to Man City, if Haaland is still injured, I can't make this play right now because I've already played my hand. I don't have any chance. But if anybody out there who wants to take a punt, I think Alvarez is a good punt to have.
Yeah.
Even though people are reluctant to sell Haaland right now, he can start. You never know. Not like anybody has a direct line to Pep. He's playing his own FPL there anyway. So I don't advise anybody to do that. But if you can make the move and you don't care about maybe the value build up in Haaland, you can probably play Alvarez. Yeah, he's a good pick. I think you also mentioned something about Grealish playing, but for me personally, I think Kevin De Bruyne has been ticking along nicely these past few weeks. So if I should make a play this week, like if I should take a minus or I had a free transfer, I'll probably get KDB in for Salah. The problem is I already have 3 Man City players, so I cannot do anything. One has to go before another one comes in.
Yeah. You are tied. Your hands are tied. You cannot move.
My hands are tied. I cannot make that move. But if I could, that was the move I was going to make. First things first. Yeah.
Yeah, for me,
Well,
Alvarez.
yeah,
I think the Alvarez one is a good punt, but then the most important thing is you have to wait what Pep say in the press conference over the weekend. Alvarez has started back-to-back games. So to ask him to start 3 games in a week for Manchester City, it might be a bit too much. Foden, as we know, he missed the last 2 games in the league. He did not start. And if you remember well, Foden was playing as a striker last season. He was playing as a false number 9. But of course, Pep did mention that when Haaland is not available, Alvarez is the choice. It's the first choice. It's the first option to think about in that position. So it's a tricky one, but it's better to know what Pep says about all these players before the press conference, before you make a decision on them. That's my advice.
But he says things. He did say before that Haaland was fine to go 2 weeks ago, and then he didn't play.
No, he didn't say he was okay. He was saying he's okay, but we will see. We will see.
That's what I'm saying. That's fair for you. That's like I don't think
but if Haaland is available,
the opponents of
like I know Haaland will wanna play because he wanna trash the Premier League record in his 4th season. That is in his mind right now because he's already started with a bang. So missing games will not help him achieve that. If he is available, but he might play. That is my worry, kind of.
But that's the thing. That's what I'm saying is like Pep. We all know Man City is like a complete team. They probably have like three different teams in one team.
Yeah.
So unless he's 100% fit, they don't need to risk him because this game, I'm sure that even with their second or third team, even though Fulham will push them and they can get a goal, Man City is definitely not definitely obviously, but the probability is really high for them to win. And we all know Pep likes to lie.
But the issue is like my concern is Haaland himself, not Pep, but because Haaland is a big player. This is a big player. I know Pep is a big manager, but Haaland now is a big player. He came into Manchester City with his own conditions, his terms. Understand? This is what I want because he had options to go to any club, right? But he came to Manchester City. So the fact that he had that privilege, I think he also have the privilege to tell Pep, I'm ready to play. And if he tells Pep, I'm ready to play, Pep will not stop him. That is my concern. If Haaland say, because Haaland want to trash the record.
I think you're right.
That is my little concern with this.
So it's going to be a big risk.
Yeah.
If you want to like transfer Haaland out for Alvarez at this point because everybody is waiting. I think he hasn't been sold. It's not like a mass.
He dropped in price. People don't stop. People don't wait, man.
Oh, he did?
He dropped in price yesterday. There are some managers out there. You are not available. You go out of my Yeah.
Wow, that's. I mean, that's anyway. It's their game. They must be doing very well. They know more than us anyway. So
Mm.
kudos to them. Looking at the fixture, I think Wolves Brighton might be an exciting game because Brighton are on form right now. You can see after beating
Yeah.
Chelsea
Yeah.
4-1. Wolves are not doing so well. I don't even think they have a manager yet confirmed. Do they? They still don't. I think they're
They
talking
still have,
to.
yeah. What was
I
their
think
final? What was their last
Lopetegui or
result? So
something like
they
that.
their last result,
Lopetegui.
they drew 1-1 away to Brentford.
They drew 1-1. Not bad. Not bad. Yeah,
Yeah.
actually, yeah, you can say not bad. I think they're in the final stages of finalizing. I think a manager to come in. I think it's a top manager, not top manager, but kind of a known manager. So,
Okay.
but still, I think they will not be with the manager when
Until
they
after
play
the World Cup.
Brighton. So that might be, yeah. So that might be, a good fixture for Brighton to come, even though it's at home to Wolves, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
Yeah,
that's one to
definitely.
watch. Leicester Everton too is going to be interesting.
Everton, Leicester, at Everton, yeah.
We- We'll see. We'll see which Leicester shows up this time around. In Everton too, they have two types of Everton. One that one that can defend, one that scores goals. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, those are the ones. Crystal Palace, to be honest, I've been very disappointed with them. I think it's mainly because of how underwhelming Zaha has been, even though I think they've won a few. It's just my FPL with Zaha bringing him in and thinking of all the points I was scoring in my head. I'm even counting points that are not even available yet. Next thing you know, Zaha's giving me 1, 2 points. Yeah. Anyways, the less said, the better.
Yeah.
Spurs Liverpool. What are your predictions for this game?
I don't know. It's very difficult to call,
It seems
right?
like
I think
you're
Spurs are the
dejected.
form.
You're dejected.
Yeah, I think Spurs
You
are
think
the
so?
Spurs are the team that is winning games regularly, even without playing well. But both teams are not playing well. Like in the league, at least
Yeah.
Liverpool is not playing well. Spurs is not playing well. So, and it's a fixture that Liverpool usually do well in. So I don't know, but this is the time that Spurs can win Liverpool. Like this is a time where you can look at these two teams and say Spurs are in a better position than Liverpool.
Spurs to win.
Which is
Yeah.
very rare to
I think
happen.
so too.
So and they are playing at home as well. It will be funny. It is a funny one. But I don't know how to call it. But I think no result will surprise. If Liverpool win, I will not be surprised. If Spurs win, I will not be surprised. And if it ends in the tie, so I will go for a draw. For that, because I don't know. How about you?
I kind of feel like Spurs, even though they're not playing well, they're still getting the result. They're still like what, third,
Yeah.
right? I mean, if you are playing badly at this point and you're still third with like in the way the season is going,
Yeah.
I don't know what will happen if they hit their form. And we all know what they can do with Son and Kane in that team, and they hit their form. It's going to be a
Yeah,
problem.
especially Son. Son has
So
had
I think they're doing, yeah,
a very bad start,
yeah.
right?
He has had a very tough season, yeah,
Other
so
than
far.
that hat trick,
But I think when
he
they
did
do
not do
hit their
anything else.
form,
Yeah.
no, I don't think has he been scored since then. I don't think so.
I don't think so. Let me confirm that. But okay, go ahead.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is like, regardless of what has happened, they're still like challenging for the title at this point because they're still third, even though they've had some few losses. So I think once they hit their stride and they start doing very well, they're going to be one of those teams where you want to get their players into your team as soon as possible. So
Yeah,
yeah,
definitely. Son has not scored since the hat trick. He only got one assist since then.
yeah, I suspected that. Yeah,
Yeah.
I suspected that he
Yeah,
hasn't scored since then.
which is not nice, right? To see.
No,
Yeah.
no,
How about Chelsea
no.
Arsenal? What's your prediction on that one?
Oh yeah, I think this in a not even an FPL point of view, but in a football
Football.
point of view, is something
Yeah.
I would have to like just relax and enjoy. But these days, if you play FPL, there's no way you can watch a game without no strings
Without some
attached.
FPL influence, right?
There's no way. In that way, that's the only way I said I blame FPL because every time I watch a game, I'm thinking, oh, which assets do I have here? I hope this guy score. I'm always thinking,
You watch
man, who's
football
got the assist?
differently nowadays, yeah.
Well, thank you. Through different lens, at like 100%. There's no way that you watch. I mean, you don't have a bias or you don't have a preference. So,
Yeah.
you
That's why
know,
my trick
I
for that
would, I
is you
would love
watch
to.
football, like I say, have different lenses, like you say. This is the lens I watch football with FPL. This is the lens I watch. So and then
Is
it's
possible.
difficult,
I
but at
can't do
least if
that.
you do it
I
that
can't.
way, at least you will know you are. Then you can give opinion. Okay, this is a football opinion. This is a FPL opinion. This
Yeah,
is a
honest opinion. Yeah.
for art opinion, something like that.
I hope so. I hope so. But it's gonna be an interesting game because
Yeah.
Arsenal are on form this season. they've really cemented like we should take them seriously.
Yeah,
Their form this season.
definitely.
Chelsea is a new team coming up, on a new manager, but they're also not a slouch. That 4-1, I'm sure that the manager
Want
will
to make
try and
it
do
right,
something
right?
to curb the defensive responsibility in this team after conceding 4 at Brighton. So let's see how it goes. It's gonna be interesting.
It's gonna be interesting. I think Arsenal won their
Um,
last season 4-2, right? Away to Chelsea. So Arsenal has been a boogie. When Arsenal struggle, they have been a boogie team for Chelsea recently. I don't know why. Like in the cups, in the FA Cups and
mm,
stuff like that, they play in the finals. Arsenal keep winning them. But even Chelsea used to be the better team. So now Arsenal seems to be the better
they
team.
used to be
And Chelsea play at
they
home. It's quite
switched,
interesting.
yeah,
I think it's a good football game
hmm
to enjoy, sit and enjoy.
yeah, the banter, huh?
Uh-huh.
Let's see how it goes. Okay, so moving to our captaincy metrics taker. I think we only have 2 games for the World Cup,
Yeah, two more
so yeah,
games. 15,
dead
16.
ended. Yeah, first, I know, right? First choice is Haaland or KDB versus Fulham. Second is Bamford, Leeds, Bournemouth. Third is Bowen, West Ham, Crystal Palace. Fourth is Lingard, NFO, Nottingham Forest versus Brentford. And Che Adams is fifth versus Newcastle. Sixth is
Which,
DCL versus
yeah, I think
Leicester.
that is no more a thing, right? Newcastle is no more a slouch or a team that you will
Oh
you will
no, this is
target.
it's supposed to be the other way. It's supposed to be like Wilson, Wilson versus Southampton.
Yeah,
It's supposed to be, man.
season
In fact,
changes,
I'll even take
man.
that and put it third. That might be the third best option right now to replace West Ham because Newcastle this time these days, man, they are on another level. DCL2 is a very interesting one because
Mm.
we all know as long as he's fit, he's a threat.
Yeah,
And you can see even against us, even though he didn't have a really good game, but the threat was there, aerially,
definitely.
So we always, and I'm sure they will start supplying him because that's what they needed. They needed a striker, and the striker is now kind of fit, and I hope he will continue being fit. You know, I really wanted to take a punt on him, but I just looked at the fixtures and the form, and I said, okay, maybe somebody else is a better pick this week. But yeah, those are the top 6 choices for captaincy this game week 15. So yeah, finally, the big reveal: our teams for game week 15.
I think you are the one with the most
The
interesting one. So
penultimate game week.
yeah,
Yeah, let's start with my team. The penultimate game week before the World Cup break.
okay,
Yes, as you can see, black and white.
everywhere.
It's full everywhere. If I could have 11 Newcastle players, I'll just put them in my team. To be honest, I feel like most teams that did well, FPL teams that did well this game week 14 is because of Newcastle players.
Yeah,
Obviously, you can do well without them, but mostly it's due to Newcastle players because they were so exceptional against Aston Villa.
yeah.
So in my team, I had 2 transfers. I carried over a transfer or I banted transfer. So I had 2, and I had to make a change because like I wasn't happy with what happened with Haaland out. Foden also injured and left the pitch in a 5-0 routing. Foden coming on for a 1-pointer. Zaha just doing nonsense, past few weeks, even though the fixture is clearly the better, advantages for them. I don't know. So 2 transfers, Zaha out, Almiron in. Tony, who, despite being one of the best strikers this season, decides to get a 50 yellow card and then missed the best
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 fixture
game
that you
of the
wanted him
season.
for.
This fixture, and he got a red card. Oh man, they suspended for this game. Obviously,
Against
next game
Bournemouth,
they
right?
play Man City against Bournemouth, against Nottingham Forest, right?
Let's see. Brentford, yeah, nothing happens. You are right.
Nottingham Forest, yeah, yeah. That's what you want them. You want him to be available for one of the worst defenses in the league,
Yeah,
but he's not. So I had to make a change because after that, I think their next game is against City, I think.
yeah,
So there's no point keeping him anyways,
absolutely.
So he was, yeah, he had to leave.
Yeah, it was a
And
must
Wilson
sell.
came in,
Wilson,
must sell. So
nice.
yeah, it was a choice between Wilson and DCL. So it was quite close. So I guess we decided to go with Wilson, who
Yeah.
I might change in the next game. So I have one transfer, and obviously, I don't see any other change I can make. So he might decide to just come in for 1 week and then leave. Go with somebody else.
Yeah,
I don't
but
know.
I think Newcastle with the way they are playing, I don't think
You
you'll be
think
surprised if he scored a couple
it
of goals
depends.
against Chelsea. Huh? Like at home,
Well,
they
you never
play
know.
their final
That's
game
true.
at home. I'm gonna back them, to be honest. If I had their players, I'm gonna back them.
I think, but for me, I believe Chelsea don't really ship out a lot of goals. That 4-1, I kind of feel like it's kind of like a free result. Maybe. I don't
Well,
know. I didn't watch the game. I'm just thinking in my mind where Chelsea are, but you never know.
yeah,
He might be right too.
I think he scored a couple or one against Man City too. The 3-3. You remember that game? Wilson was there. Whatever
Oh
he
yeah,
fit.
that was very
And
surprising.
to be honest, he does
scores.
not like.
He scores.
It does not matter which team is in front of him. He's that kind of a player.
He
You know.
play.
The problem with him is availability, right? When he's available, he's usually shipping. He's always in the goals all the time.
It's his fitness. His fitness is the problem. That's the issue.
Yeah. But if he
He's
plays
always been
for
managed.
me,
That's why.
I will not sell him for a home fixture.
So
No matter which team.
let's see. Maybe I'll tell somebody else. I want to sell. I want to change my team. I feel like my team is now stagnant. I'm making changes. So I'm playing a 3-4-3. In goal, I have Ward, the almighty Ward. Seems like he's turned the corner. Yeah, I have Cancelo, Trippier, and then Dunk in defense. I still have Salah. Don't ask me why I have Salah in my team. At this point, I don't have a choice. He's there because I can't move him out.
No, well, he got back-to-back goals, man. I don't know. Yeah. He's scoring. He's thinking, just not performing to the 12 million or 12.5 million.
Expectations, exactly. It's still expectations. That's why, you know me, I would have rage transferred him. I was angry with him. But I give him the benefit of the doubt at this point. So he stays for now. Salah, Almiron is in, the most informed midfielder in the game the past few weeks. Almiron is in. And I know. Yeah, he's done. We all know he's an explosive player. I remember when they signed him and we saw all his clips and what he was doing before he came to the league. That's what we were expecting. So it seems like after 3 seasons, is it 3 or 2 seasons? He's finally coming to his own. Like, this is the Almiron that we were expecting.
Yeah, Grealish made him angry. Grealish made him angry over the summer.
Grealish can't even get into inside his own team. He's commenting on somebody else.
I think Almiron has scored more goals in October than Grealish has scored in his entire career at Manchester City. So that says it all, right? Different team, different club, different. Of course, Grealish will win the trophies. But if you look at them 1v1, Almiron is way outperforming him. So he should respect. He should respect his peers. You know, it's very important to respect the people you are in the same arena with. You don't disrespect them.
Yeah, that's true. I think I shouldn't have done that. He's gonna go on and get somebody. Now he's tearing it up. Foden, I hope he plays, but I'm afraid Pep might have played him out of form. Because,
you are right.
I'm telling you, it's just Pep, man. Pep is just, I don't know, it's just terrible sometimes for FPL.
I don't know if he's scared to have all his players on the same form, so that he find it difficult to know who to bench. So when a player is hitting form, he makes you drop form so that he will pick the other player. He does those kind of things. I don't know. Well, if you have too much tools to play with, you do whatever you want.
It's like it's too much for his brain to take. He doesn't know what to do. So the best decision is to drop the form,
so that he can have other options.
Intentionally dull his tool so that the other option looks sharp.
We are just making some claims, not saying it is true, but just claims.
My claim is that he plays FPL and he knows that when people are getting for them, it's not good for him, so he just benches him.
Yeah, speculation. We are just that's what he do. That's what he do.
I also have Saka, I think, who was flagged at the end of the last game. I think he went out, but I think he's fit now.
He's fit, yeah.
He's not flagged anymore. Yeah. So and then the only flag that we have is up top in my striking. I have Haaland, who's flagged. Hopefully he'll play. Wilson, who's been brought in for Tony, like I said before, and then Mitrovic, who plays Man City. I think he can still score because Man City's defense is not resolute, obviously, but it's Mitrovic and Fulham have been doing well. They have been doing well this season so far. Even though defensively they're terrible, but they've done well.
If I was in your shoe, I think I would start Neco Williams, Brentford at home. Is better fixture than Mitrovic at Man City, I think. And is he
really? You think so?
Yeah, like Brentford don't score goals away
Fulham will bring it. I think
without Tony, like you remember too, Tony is not gonna play. They don't have that striker. Brentford is not the best team. Like of course at home they do well, But then if Nico Williams starts in this game, I think they might be tight because Nottingham Forest, this is the games that they target to get their points at the end of the day. These are their targets. So they will do all they have, defense all they could, and then,
Something along
try to keep
their
the clean
level.
sheet
Yeah.
and win the game 1-0
But
or 2, So I think he has a better fixture.
the other
But yeah,
problem is,
Mitrovic, I would not be surprised if he score against City too. So he's the bigger name. But for me, these are the little decisions that I will go for, like
I
this
think
one,
you might
because
be right.
they are there for these kind of
But
situations.
the problem is also he has a challenge in his position, Nico Williams.
Yeah, that's right.
What's his name again?
Aurier.
The guy from Ivory Coast.
Aurier.
Aurier is there.
Yeah.
Even though they split the time between the two of them, but you never know who's going to play. Maybe Aurier might be better one for this fixture, and then next thing you have Nico Williams coming in for the last 10 minutes.
Yeah.
But anyways, we'll see.
We see.
I don't see but I don't see both of them getting enough points anyway.
Enough points, yeah. So you just choose one. Yeah, that's true too. That's true. There's not much difference in it. There's not much in it.
Yeah, we'll see. But yeah, this is my team. I hope I get more than the average this game. That's my target.
Yeah, my target is to be average game week 10, like top 10 average, top 10K average. I don't even know keep track with top 10K average anymore. This season, no, it has been super average.
To be honest, I'm just hoping to get to game week 16 in one piece, so we can take the much needed break. That's what we are focusing on right now. It's been that bad. Yeah. I think we've come to the end of the pod. I think we've discussed everything you have.
How about my team?
Anything else? Oh yeah, we didn't go through your team.
Oh, well, there is nothing entertaining. There is nothing exciting in my team, to be honest.
No.
So
because
I've not done anything. To be honest, I've not done anything in my team. If you see, the captaincy is still on Salah, which of course it will not be him. I have Pope in goal. I have Neco Williams. I start Neco Williams. Cucurella against Arsenal. Alexander Arnold and Castagna in defense. Salah, Eze, Martinelli, and Foden in midfield. I started Haaland and Jesus. So I have 2 free transfers to do something. And my thinking...
You should definitely change your team.
My thinking is...
Let me tell you who to if I were you in your shoes.
Okay, go ahead.
Right? Captain Salah is going to be out. KDB captain. Please put him there. 6, right? That's 1. 2, you have Mitrovic. I'm not sure if you have enough money in the bank. You need to bring in Wilson right now. Wilson, Gabriel Jesus, and then Wilson up top. Who's going to go out? I can tell you for a fact it's going to be, I think, maybe Cucurella. Who are they playing? Chelsea playing Arsenal?
Arsenal, yeah.
Yeah, Cucurella should go out for Wilson. So you play your 3-4-3. Simple.
Yeah, not bad. Yeah, I already had thoughts of Wilson, but personally, what I'm thinking is I want to bring in Cancelo because I want to triple Manchester City. I want KDB, like you say, but it's difficult to find KDB. Only I can sell Salah to get KDB. But if I am going to bring in KDB, I would rather sell Haaland for KDB because of the injury that Haaland have, and because Salah plays Tottenham and then plays Southampton final game, so I can see him getting something in these 2 fixtures, or maybe not against Tottenham, but over the 2 fixtures. I don't see the need to sell him in a way because Haaland is injured. If Haaland was not injured, I would think about KDB, and I don't have Cancelo. I can see Cancelo outscoring KDB too, because if Man City keep the clean sheet, Cancelo can have an assist or a goal, and then even if KDB scores, Cancelo will outscore him. So I can see Cancelo outscoring KDB. So yeah, that's why I want Cancelo more than KDB for this particular game week. And it's more easy to get. So I can sell Cucurella and get Cancelo, and then I can downgrade Jesus, who plays Arsenal, who plays Chelsea away, and then get a cheaper forward like Solanke, Bournemouth.
Wilson.
Wilson, I cannot afford Wilson.
Why are you going for Solanke?
Because
if you downgrade Jesus, you won't afford Wilson. You can afford Wilson. Yeah?
No, because I want to get Cancelo. Like if I downgrade.
Oh, okay.
So Bournemouth, who are they playing?
How much do you have in the bank right
Bournemouth play Leeds away, and then they play a good home fixture in the final game. So I can see some goals from them.
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah, so that's why like I want to go that way, and yeah, it's not ideal. Maybe I might go Haaland, like Jesus, and then still it's difficult to get KDB, right? Like it might take a lot of transfer to get KDB.
Or because you want to get Cancelo, that's why.
Yeah, I want to get Cancelo more.
Yeah.
I back him more with points, especially home fixture. I don't know. Yeah, well,
You
but
can't
my
do
team
that,
is a
man.
mess, so there's nothing exciting. I will do the worst
I
thing at
think
the end of the day. Don't worry.
I think what you need to do is just to take some leap of faith. Just like high
Change direction.
risk, high reward. High
But
risk, high reward.
who
Put
is the
something
high
that
risk?
nobody's thinking
Wilson
about
is not
right
a
now.
high risk, high reward. Wilson it's like it's a bandwagon right now. Almiron is a bandwagon right now. So if I go there, it's not necessarily a high risk, high reward thing. It is more about following the crowd, what everybody is doing, going with that. So
Let me see the fixture. Let me see the fixture one last time. Let me see if I can
you
beat
can think
your
about
high risk,
something
high
else.
reward
Okay,
target.
tell me somebody.
Yeah. Billing. Bournemouth Billing.
Uh-huh.
Philip, I don't know whether his name is Philip or whatever. Billing has been exceptional. This
Let's say a
Billing
striker.
has
Tell me a
won.
striker, a forward player
A striker.
who you will back. I was thinking of Nottingham Forest striker, to be honest, when nobody will go there because they play Brentford. Brentford struggle away from home in terms of they conceded 4. Last week they conceded 5 against Newcastle, right? They conceded 4 in a very recent game against I cannot remember. They have been conceding a lot of goals away from home. Like, let me just check that and confirm it. Where is Tony? I cannot see Ivan Tony. But yeah, it's here. So recently they conceded 4 against Aston Villa. They conceded 5 against Newcastle. Yeah, they conceded 3 against Arsenal. So they conceded, even Fulham, they conceded 3. So they concede goals, and Nottingham Forest, they need this game. So I was thinking of a Nottingham Forest because nobody will do it. Just out of the, just like you say, at high risk.
1 week punt.
1 week punt, something like that. But yeah, it's too much for me to take that because I don't see them scoring a lot of goals. Nottingham Forest. They are not that team that scores a lot.
I think it's going to be a very close game too, yeah.
Yeah. So, but anybody else that you will back as a striker? That's why I go with Solanke. Nobody's going there. Do you think anybody?
It's tough, to be honest.
High risk, high reward fee. You cannot see that, right?
Yeah, you can't. Unless Leeds Bournemouth, you never know. Who's maybe Bamford, Patrick Bamford against Bournemouth, you never know. I might do it.
But Bamford is a nice one. It's a good point to have. But he's not cheap.
Yeah,
he's even more expensive than Wilson, I think.
It's terrible. Hopefully, all these players next season are going to be very cheap. That's what I'm happy about.
You are very far. You're thinking so. Next season.
I've been licking my lips. I'm thinking next season already. I've written of this season. Let's look forward to next season already.
All right. Yeah. So my team is that. Yeah, it's a mess. Okay. So let's just take the World Cup break and then.
Yeah, I don't think it's a mess. I think you have 2 free transfers. You can do whatever you want with the 2 free transfers, especially in these two game mix where you're going to dead end. Not dead end per se, but you have most of the good players that people want to have. But you can do 2 key transfers and at least get some,
a hit. I'm not taking a hit all season, and I'm struggling. Maybe that's why.
You don't need to. You don't need to take a hit. Maybe, you never know, but I don't think you need to. Your team is not that bad that you need to change a few things. To be honest, maybe Robertson need to go. Obviously, Robertson, Trent. Maybe one of them needs to go.
Yeah.
But with Robertson gone, you can get Cancelo easy, right?
Yeah, I can do Robertson to Cancelo. That is easy. Now I need to downgrade somewhere. I will need to and I hate Cucurella more in my team than Robertson, to be honest. I really hate Cucurella in my team right now. Yeah. Because he keeps getting subbed off in first half or halftime or stuff like that. So I would rather sell him than sell Robertson. And if you look at of course there's that little bias, but I think Robertson will outscore him in the over the 2 game weeks. Tottenham and Southampton at home. Cucurella play Arsenal away, Arsenal at home, and then he play Newcastle away. I don't see him getting anything. And he does not offer you like other things that Robertson offer you, like set pieces, corner kicks and stuff like the set assists. You can get this from Robertson, just like we see in the last game. So Cucurella, you're only banking on the clean sheet. So I hate him more in my team, to be honest.
Okay. Well, the ball is in your court. You have 2 free transfers, so you can change whatever you want to change.
Yeah, at least I have
options are there for you, man. Yeah. Okay, man. I think at least finally you've had your team now, because I was thinking that my team is done. Let's move on. But finally I think your team is more exciting to make changes. So
well, yeah. Let's see.
Come to the end of the pod again. Yeah. Anything we forgot to mention before I bring this part to a close now for the
No,
second time?
I think we covered everything. Just yeah, just
Uh,
the likes and the subscribes from our viewers, our audience,
our loyalists, our loyal
loyalists. Yeah,
listeners. Yeah. All right. Thank you guys for always supporting the pod. Please like, subscribe, and yeah, watch this space. We have one more game week before the World Cup, so
yeah, yeah. We are just hanging there. Like especially me,
next
I'm
week.
just hanging
Yeah,
there
next.
right now.
Thank you.
Yeah,
We are waiting for our reprieve, that long-awaited reprieve that we deserve, But yeah,
yeah.
thanks, guys. Good luck in Game Week 15. Catch you